Have you ever scrolled the internet, Zillow, Realtor.com, and you see a house for $200,000 or maybe even $250,000? You see granite countertops, vaulted ceiling, big kitchen, shiny stainless steel appliances, and then you see the word manufactured. And you're thinking to yourself, aren't those trailers? Or maybe even someone told you they don't hold their value. But what if I told you that idea may be completely outdated? And you probably also heard they don't appreciate in value. But what if I had some data that may show that's wrong? Mobile homes were built before 1976 and they do not meet federal standards and they're not even built anymore. Manufactured homes were built after 1976 and they must follow the HUD rule. HUD stands for Housing and Urban Development. So basically manufactured homes are mobile homes but built after 1976, and manufactured homes are built in a factory. So what is a modular home? Modular homes also are built in a factory. But modular homes follow state and local building codes just like a stick-built home. So I'm going to explain what a manufactured home is. Now I'm in North Carolina, so this is going to pertain to mostly North Carolina. Each state's going to be different, so definitely check out your state. So manufactured homes are built in a climate control facility. That means no weather is going to interfere with building them, better quality control, and faster construction times. So what makes manufactured homes unique? They come with a HUD certificate tag. That's their federal badge of approval. In some states, you'll need a license plate until it's permanently installed. They arrive on a steel chassis. Depending on your state, you may need to remove the tongue or hitch once it's placed. When they're delivered in 1, 2, or 3 sections, depending on the size. You got a single wide, a double wide, and a triple wide. Every single piece is certified by HUD certifications, covering structure, fire safety, and energy efficiency. Here's your HUD tag, here's your chassis, sections 1 through 3, and tongue removal, which is in some states. So this is your tongue. So your manufactured home can be placed on piers, beams, or a permanent foundation. And this will determine a lot if it's going to be real property or personal property. And like I said earlier, some states are going to require you to move the tongue. In North Carolina, it's a little different. I couldn't find anything particularly of statewide, but I did see some counties require that you remove the tongue. So definitely if you're looking to buy manufactured homes, make sure you check with this first. If a tongue is required to be removed, would be considered permanent property or permanent foundation. I'm sorry. So the home must be residential, not commercial, to be considered real property. You must remove the hitch, wheels, and axles. Install on a permanent foundation, concrete footings, or piers. You must own the land it sits on. So you can definitely rent land and put your manufactured home there if you would like to, but they're not going to consider it real property because you do not own the land. I would recommend highly that you buy your own land. Do not rent land, because whoever's running you the land could charge you or increase your rent amount for the land. So something you don't own, you've got to move your manufactured home, and that is a pain in the butt if it's already on a permanent foundation. Then you must file a declaration of intent to affix with the North Carolina DMV and the Register of Deeds. This legally detitles a home as a vehicle and records it as a fixture to the land. It ensure it meets HUD standards with certificate label visible. Once you've done that, now it's part of the real estate because now it's on a permanent foundation, just like a stick-built home or modular home. That means it can be financed through FHA, VA, conventional, USDA loans. So the next question is, why do manufactured homes still get a bad rap? And it's just due to, how they were built before 1976. When I said they were considered mobile homes, there was no state code, there was no federal code backing them up. They're just kind of put together, and they weren't built very properly or secure. Obviously, they're near the beach or a hurricane area. Obviously, you've seen the mass where a bunch of mobile homes were destroyed. Mobile homes are really cheap, or people remember that. Media, how they cover it, destroyed trailer homes, like I said earlier, after a hurricane. Zoning laws in each city is going to be different. Some are still strict where manufactured homes go. For instance, here in Fayetteville, you cannot build a manufactured homes in the city limit, but you can out in the county. This looks bad. I mean, not saying manufactured homes are bad by any means, but when the city doesn't allow it, it just gives it a bad stigma. And just social media and social bias in particular. Anytime anything's cheap, people refer to it as not good quality. And the reality is this: manufactured homes are built with the same materials as a modular home and a stick-built home. Same materials as insulation, roofing systems as site-built homes. They're durable, efficient, and customizable, and they can last just as long. Modular homes. So what is a modular home? And a lot of people getting confused with manufactured homes. And for good reason. They're built in a factory just like a manufactured home is. But here's the difference. They must follow state and local codes just like a stick-built home, where the manufactured home follows the HUD code. And they are delivered to your land that you own in sections just like a manufactured home is. And they are attached to a permanent foundation immediately. So that's a little bit of difference there. Manufactured homes, you could rent the land. With a modular home, it's going to be attached to land that you own. And once they're completed, they are inspected just like a site-built home or stick-built home. And they qualify just like a stick-built home does, with loan approvals, FHA, VA, all those good things. They're appraised the same way, and they appreciate just like conventional homes. I'm actually about to put an offer in for a couple who's buying a house in Robeson County, and it is a modular home. And it looks great. And when I first walked in, I thought it was a stick-built home. I looked it up, couldn't find out it's a modular home. It's on 10 acres of land, looks gorgeous. And like I said earlier, the materials used to build a manufactured home and a modular homes are not worlds apart as you may think. Both are built in a controlled environment using modern materials and technology. The biggest difference is down to code, the foundation, and the financing, not the craftsmanship. And like I said earlier, manufactured homes are overseen by the Department of Urban Housing and Development, and modern homes are state and local building inspectors. Manufactured homes apply statewide. Modular homes vary by state and by county. Factory inspections, only federal compliance before leaving the plant for manufactured homes. And modular homes are inspected both in factory and on site after setup. So the real reason people love manufactured homes is going to be the price. You're looking at a price as of late of 2024 being $159,000 compared to the median price home in the United States being $420,000. Obviously, that's a massive difference, as you can tell. And that's why so many families are turning to manufactured home and modular homes, and I can't blame them. I would too. But remember, affordability doesn't always equal value. What I mean by that is make sure you own your own land, in my opinion, and you're going to have to for a modular home. And let's address the myth that's always coming around. Do manufactured homes appreciate? And yes, they do. One thing is you got to own the land. And I've mentioned that before. If you're renting land, then it's not going to appreciate because you don't own the land. So this is what experts are saying about appreciation trends for manufactured homes. The Urban Institute found that manufactured homes with mortgages have appreciated at nearly the same rate as site-built homes, claiming more than 200% since 2000. So Fannie Mae reported that manufactured homes rose from 82,400 in 2018 to 123,200 in 2024. And Cohort Market Insights projects that U.S. manufactured housing market will grow from 27.7 billion in 2025 to 37.1 billion by 2032. Cohort Market Insights predicts that manufactured homes will grow from $25.7 billion in 2025 to $37.1 billion by 2032.